Hey guys, Cutesy3 here, and before you guys say, why isn't this an animation? Or, wow, why is this a 36-minute animation? Well, yeah, it's gonna be an animation, but I'm actually gonna show you guys how I made this.
Don't touch that. Damn it!
So, first of all, we're gonna want to get sound effects. As you can see, I made 7 steps here. Yeah, audio, storyboarding, outline, coloring, lip syncing, background, and you don't even have to do the effects. That's just, it usually comes last, so I put that there. Usually most animations make the audio first. If it's voice acting, then you definitely want that first, but if it's sound effects, then you might want to have it after you draw the storyboard, and then you add in the sound effects. So the audio and storyboard could be switched at some times. Usually I go to this site to get the voices, wiki.teamfortress.com, and there's these scout responses, or you could also type voice commands, which you can get stuff like his death, or yes, no, thank you, stuff like that. Why is there 2 matches? Okay, I told you don't touch that darn thing. So we're gonna use this in this animation. Yeah, I told you don't touch that, so download the video and say hello YouTube, save. Okay, I'm just gonna edit this stuff out. This is just a waste of time. So you can use any program to do this. I'm just gonna use Audition, and we drag in these WAV files. Let's see. I'm gonna want 2 things. One is don't touch that by itself, and one's gonna be I told you don't touch that darn thing, so.
I told you don't touch that darn thing.
And we'll have to find a don't touch that.
Told you don't.
This.
Don't touch that.
Don't touch that. You always hear people in Gmod. So, don't touch that.
Don't touch that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like some voice remixing.
Don't touch that.
I'm sorry. Sorry I'm laughing. Why are you sorry that you're laughing? No, I don't need to know. Okay. Oh, it's gonna sound like...
Don't touch that.
Let's move this a little forward.
Don't touch that.
And then he's gonna say, damn it. There's nothing funny about this clip, but...
Damn it!
But I just want something within 5 seconds that we can work on. Yeah, something like that. So we just export it. Oh great, I wonder, let's see, how much time did I spend? Spent 8 minutes just talking about sound effects. So, finally we get to the step where we open the Flash, yay! Everybody's like, yay, finally. I've been working on this I Can't Decide medic video, and I've had so much homework lately. I thought I could upload it by like mid of May. What's the date today? Yeah, like May 15th. Like I thought I could do that, but it turned out there's so much work, and a lot of people were saying, why didn't you put out a video? Why didn't you put out a video? I'm like, why do you expect me to make an animation every 2 weeks? Like, I'd cry if I had to do that. Sorry, like, I wanna make animations a lot, but there's just so much other stuff going on. So I just have to apologize. That's why I decided to make this video for you guys today. Hee hee hee. Hee hee. So, here's some settings I usually do. I do 1280 times 720, which is high definition, HD. Oh, and this frame rate I turned to 12 frames per second. Now, all this stuff, if I ever get a chance to make more videos, I will explain them in detail. But I wanted to keep the first video like an introduction. I want to make it simple so you guys don't freak out of all the little details you gotta know about animating. I just wanted you guys to see about how I make stuff. The next thing we want to do is import to library. Well, after you do that, you drag this over onto your canvas, I guess. Is that what you call it? Okay, so here you can see there's this little blue thing. You might not even be able to see that. But what you do is you make a new frame here. Okay, wow, that's really short. So let's just go ahead and remove these other frames. Here I do 80% for the storyboarding first. So you press this little thing to make a new layer, And, oh right, I forgot. I have to get my tablet. But here we're just gonna have Scout kind of like looking at. What stupid face should we put? He's gonna be like, I wonder what this is kind of face maybe. Now the storyboard is usually the most fun part to draw. When it gets to the outline, I'm gonna be like, damn, I have to outline all of this stuff. And that's usually when I break down and I'm like, I don't want to make this animation anymore. But you already did all that work on the storyboard, so yeah, like, how can you give up now? Yep. Okay, so Scout looks at the sentry, which I can flip it over now. I press Q, I select it, and I press Q, and he's just gonna... Okay, I usually don't flip my drawings like this, just because you guys are all watching me draw. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous!
Yep.
Dip. Okay.
Yep.
Now we're gonna have NG. Let's just make this 100%. And NG's gonna say, don't touch that. I'll fast forward this stuff. Tablet, yes. Oh yes, please use a tablet if you're gonna draw animations. My first animation was not drawn with a tablet. It was drawn by a mouse on Paint. Microsoft Paint. And that was a paint in the ass. Okay. That NG looks like shit. But whatever.
Yep. Don't.
Now, this is when you can add in more life to the drawing. You can be like, don't touch that. When you say touch, kind of imagine the character going like backwards. I'll show you guys. So, now I'm gonna want to draw on this blank part of the paper, but I want to see what I drew before. I would press this onion skin right here, and then you can see how many frames in front. Like right now I can see 2 previous frames and 2 frames to go, and if I drag this then I can see more. Like now I can see the Scout and finally I can see the sentry, but usually you're not going to need that much, so just leave it to. So he's gonna be like, don't touch, and he's kind of gonna lean back when he says touch. Now I'm gonna show you guys some little tricks I do to make the animation smooth, which, like, I never really learned animation before. I didn't have any classes or anything. I just kind of watch other people's videos and try to think, why did they do that, or how did they make it look like that? Like, you should do that often. It's really good for learning stuff. You should observe. So I'll show you guys a trick. Like, if you see a video you like a lot, what you should do is you should press the pause and play, and kind of see what they did each frame to give it that sweet effect. Like that. That's something you should do if you want to learn animation. So here, oh, I use QuickTime to record, by the way. Some people were asking how I recorded the game. I use QuickTime. I also downloaded this free software, but it only records 4 seconds. No, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. And that sucks, yeah. Still don't know. I have to use this thing called Audio Hijack Pro, and because it's the free version, I can only record 10 minutes of audio. So you guys were saying make some gaming commentaries. Yeah, I used to do that before, but it's kind of hard because I don't have the right hardware and stuff. Don't touch that. So as you can see, I had to draw 3 pictures just for one, which of course, if you actually went to a professional animation, you'd have to draw 24 frames or 12 frames. I don't know how much they do. I think they do 24 frames per second. Like if it's a Disney movie or something. That's a lot of work. That's why they need so many people. But I am a lazy animator because I want to make my animations usually about 1 week to 2 weeks. If it's non-stop work, usually I can finish it in 1 week. But it really matters. Especially the outline just drives me crazy. Like, even though I say non-stop, at the end of the day I'm still gonna be like, oh, I just have to play some Team Fortress or relax for a second. Okay, don't touch that.
Don't touch that.
Yeah, so it kind of gives him that like, you know, it gives him that feel. So let's first save this. For this, he can actually back up a little bit to give it that cartoony feel that he he backed up a little bit. Or well, we'll see which one works out better. This one should be a little more out this way. So
Don't touch that.
yeah, see, that works out. Let's draw Scout now. Okay, now I have a problem. I want to show his face, but see, this is where storyboarding is so important. But we don't have time for that right now, so I'm just gonna draw his hand like he's touching the dispenser, maybe? This is so weird. Okay, whatever. You get the point. It's just a tutorial. It doesn't have to be perfect. He's touching the sentry. The hand looks like shit. We're not even gonna draw his hand. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna. Yeah. So he's gonna be like ha ha ha, and he's gonna kind of raise his arm up because he's like kind of covering his mouth when he's laughing. Please forgive me. I'm like so nervous because I'm recording for the first time. You know, you guys never even watched my commentaries. I made like 5 commentaries, 6 commentaries, gaming commentaries. I used to always make gaming commentaries on a different channel.
Don't touch that.
Oh. So he's gonna laugh. Another pose. This time he's gonna duck down, kind of like look up as he's laughing. Ha. And it was a lot of pressure making gaming commentaries because people like, oh, she's a girl. You guys like her just because she's a girl. She sucks so bad. Yeah, I did suck bad, but I liked the game. And that's what I thought that mattered, was I loved the game and I wanted to make videos of it. So I'm glad that I can finally make an animation channel. Because, I mean, people can actually like me, like what my videos. Not just because, oh wow, she's a girl. No, because I can make videos. Yes, no, yes, yes. So, there we go. His hand. Whatever. I don't care right now. Oh, not again.
Don't touch that.
I laugh stupid too. Yay. Yay, so we finished this, which then usually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say save as. Let's name this something. Don't touch that. And I'm gonna call it outline because the next thing I'm gonna do is outline it. Okay, here's what I do for outlining. So usually in the storyboard I kind of make it animatics where it's basically a moving storyboard, see?
Don't touch that.
Like, it kind of moves. If it was just a storyboard, it would just be this frame, and then haha, and then this frame. It would be just 3 pictures. So it's a little bit different. We call this storyboard. And then the next frame I'm gonna call outline. And usually you can outline for separate characters, but since we only have 1 character in each scene, we only have to outline 1 time. Do 1 layer of outline. So, I usually go, and when I pick this frame, I can pick its color, and I pick a light yellow. Don't. Now, see, these 3 frames are all the same. This frame is different, so I make that yellow. I just make the ones that are different yellow because I don't want to color it 3 times, and I don't want to outline it 3 times. You guys will see what I mean later. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have to outline like 7 things right now. We lock the storyboard, and now we start outlining. So I usually do not pick black, I pick this color, which is like a little brighter than black. And I usually pick this number 4, and I usually work on 180 magnified or 200. And you can double click this to make it smaller. And I'm gonna fast forward through this just like always. Okay, so I've finished most of the outlining, which took quite a long time. Don't look at the clock. I didn't eat for that long, seriously. So I wanted to save one outline just to show you guys how I outline it. You're gonna use Ctrl+Z a lot because you want to make sure the lines are nice and smooth. See, I did it right there, and we're gonna bring this up. And there's a couple points about outlining. First of all, don't outline the mouth because that's where you're gonna be lip syncing. And see, here I skipped this line because this line won't even exist, right? So you have to kind of look at your sketch and see what's going to be needed there and add additional lines if needed. Okay, another thing I wanted to say is here at the borders, as you can see, this white part is what's going to be inside the video, and this gray area is not going to be in the video. So if you press shift and draw at the same time, you draw a straight line, straight line, straight line. So I usually just kind of close up the drawing so it's easier for me to color later, which I will show you. It's weird. Okay, so there's the outline without the mouth, and make sure everything's closed in.
Don't touch that.
As you can see, I didn't blend it yet. So, and make sure you draw it on 2 different layers, please. Don't draw it on the same layer, then all the work is for nothing. So, finally, we are to step 4. Yay! Party. Now we color. Yes. So I usually use this default colors because I'm too lazy. So this skin color, and note that Inji's right hand has the glove on, of course. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this right now, then reply in the comments this, and that proves that you've been watching my video, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people just watch the beginning and the end. So just to prove that you're a cute viewer, reply this, hey, and I'll know that you actually watched the whole video. How about that? I know, long videos, just bear with me. It's gonna be half an hour or 40 minutes. So I usually just skip the glove first. First do all the skin parts. And zoom in if you have to for some places. Add in extra lines if you had forgotten them. And fill that in. So coloring is not a challenge at all. All you have to do is color and fill in the stuff. Which every time I get to the coloring step, I'm like, finally, I'm finally close to finishing the animation. The big hill is gonna be outlining, and once you're over that hill, it's gonna be happy. Okay, now we do his clothes, overalls. Okay, last but not least, to make sure you filled everything in, I usually make a weird green color, like green screen, the brightest it can be. Put that in the background. And then you go through and you find out what you forgot to color. And you can see here I forgot to color his eyes. And you can't see white on a white background, so that's why I usually like to use, but that's not the real purpose of green screen, okay? The real purpose of green screen, well, I don't do After Effects, but you can look it up if you want to. Okay, so erase this because we're done. So, ha ha ha.
Don't touch that.
Okay, save. Next thing is something fun. Lip syncing. And I'm just gonna call it mouth. So, lip syncing, I can make a special tutorial just for that. I usually zoom up 180% and just use just to use the same size. So
Don't.
d is kind of like a d. Let's see, d. Yeah, that's good.
Don't.
Don't is gonna be o. Don't. And I fill this in. Don't. Now, here's a little trick. I kind of stretched this a little more of where it's gonna go next, so it's gonna be that. Don't. And then t. It's gonna be like. Oops. It actually has his tongue out a little bit, so. Whatever. Ta is gonna be. Why does he look so worried? Touch. Let's see. Oops. Don't touch, and because the lasts for like a little more than 1 frame, so we have to kind of bring this down. Touch, and then here's a way you can stretch it out to make it look like what it's going to be next. Touch, and then he's gonna have his teeth together. So it's.
Don't touch that.
Get rid of this block.
Don't touch that.
Touch. Let's see. Then he says T again. So it's gonna be the. This is gonna be the most boring 10 minutes you guys ever watch. But you can learn.
Don't touch that. That's that. That.
Oh, the ch is here.
Touch that.
That. You know, for the that, his mouth can kind of go to the side to make it look funny. There. And then you can turn on the onion skin to see where your mouth has previously been. Wow, that sounded weird.
That's that.
This ain't gonna work out. I wanted his mouth to kind of move to the side when he says that, but I don't think I have enough frames to do that.
Don't touch that.
See how it kind of delayed for a second?
Don't touch that.
So I'll have to move this ahead.
Don't touch that.
Nope, wait.
That's that.
And then we stretch this out a little bit. Like that.
Don't touch that.
There we go. Save. And now he's gonna laugh.
Touch that.
There we go.
Don't touch that.
Okay, so now we can add the mouth for Scout. And it's not even gonna be lip sync, it's more just ho ho ho, you know? So even before you laugh, you smile first, so it's gonna be like a smile first. Like that. I don't know when I got this habit, I like to add a little more black there because it's like his lip got so wide. His lip got so wide that it went, like, it passed his teeth that you can even see inside his mouth. And if you ever watched Wallace and Gromit, I think you would know what that looks like.
Don't touch that.
Okay, that's gonna be the video. And now all we have to do is color the teeth, and the teeth are gonna be white unless he's got cavities or someone punched him in the face and there's gonna be some black. Otherwise it's gonna be white teeth, hopefully. They don't have to go to the dentist or anything. So I press the FN plus F6 to quickly go through each frame, and for the tongue I use this nice pink color. And color in all... Oh, I hate it when I have to color the tongue each time. Like, because here I can quickly just color the teeth like this so fast. And the tongue then I have to change color and it slows things down. Okay, okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. File save.
Don't touch that.
That was, look at that. I spent 50 minutes just to make, oh my gosh, it's only 1.8 seconds. Can you believe that? Yes. That's why please don't make me make me do one animation every 2 weeks, because please don't do that. Okay, so the next step, we opened Gmod. Yay! And we pick a background, basically. What? What? No, what the heck? Okay, what's this? Okay, whatever. Like I said, I'm a very lazy animator, so I usually make the animation first, and then I go and find a background, while most people would normally draw the background while they draw the storyboard. So the storyboard kind of, you know, figures out what the background's going to be like, but I just usually pick that at the end. Let's just use Egypt, I guess, because I never used that as a background yet. Okay. Start game. Because it's really, like, all the dimensions will be really hard to line up if you do the background last, but I don't think I have a problem with that, because when I draw, I usually imagine them in a 3-dimensional environment. So usually all I have to do is kind of plan out who's gonna be in front, who's gonna be in back, and then I can just add in the backgrounds real easily. But if you don't have a good imagination for 3D, I would recommend you screenshot your backgrounds first and then add in your characters, because that way it would... Oh, okay, I'm in. So Gmod, I'm not good at it, but I know some basics. Just press N for no clip and find a good spot. Okay. So this angle is gonna look somewhat like this. And we screenshot, which for Mac, I don't know what you set it to, but it's gonna save it here. Or you can, you can press the click button and see it made a little Garry's Mod screenshot, which then you can find in your games, and Gmod here, and your screenshots, view screenshots library, and then show on disk, and then you can find your screenshots if you didn't have another program that helps you screenshot. You could use Steam's thing, and let's see. Next shot's gonna be Scout here. And then it can just be the same screenshot, so we only need 2 backgrounds. Now do not close the Gmod yet, just in case you need it because you made some mistakes. First we have to import it and see if it fits our characters. So import to library, the same as the audio. These 2. And they'll show up in your library. You drag them over. So, and then you can resize it to match the dimensions. And then we take this and we copy and we paste. Now, I wonder if we could use this again, because it seems like he kind of laughs the same way, so we copy all of this. Copy. And we paste it here. So it does kind of work out, right? See how I just saved so much time? I just copied the same drawing. Okay, let's watch it.
Don't touch that.
There we go. So we have our first animation that we made together. Everybody say yay. Say yay. Let's cut these. Save it. And then all you have to do is press Control plus Enter, or you go to... I haven't done it this way a long time. Test scene, I think. But I usually just do Control plus Enter. And so it's gonna keep looping because my thing ends here. It's just gonna keep looping to the first frame. So that's 60 frames. 60 minutes for 60 frames. No, but I mean, if you make a longer video, you kind of already have everything planned out, so it's not that bad. Do not be afraid of animating, people. Be afraid of it. It's so hard. Oh, just kidding. So after you, let's quit this. Goodbye, guys. So after you do that, you should see your SWF file, which you can drag into any editing file like Premiere, and voila! Flash is not good for video editing, and the SWF file's audio for some reason is corrupted, like it sounds real gargly and stuff, so it's best to actually use your pure audio file and mix it with the SWF itself. And then, of course, export it. And we have finished our video, people. Thank you for watching, and I hope this is useful for you guys. I know I just kind of went through stuff real fast. I didn't really talk about the details because I thought if you guys needed it, then I'll make more tutorials. But on this first video, I just wanted to make a nice, simple, go through it all. This is how I make my videos from the start to the beginning. I mean, from the start to the end. Yeah, so thanks you guys for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye. See you next time. And please give me time to finish the next animation. I don't know when I'll get it done, but I'll try to do it as fast as possible. Bye-bye!